Hello. What's up, everybody? My head is hurting just a slight bit. I've had like an underlying headache like all day that I can't seem to shake. Well, not all day, about halfway through the day, so. Just finished cooking and cleaning the kitchen. What a perfect time for an Odo stream. Thanks, Lost. Appreciate you, dude. Sailor Moon keyboard. Sailor Moon? We're doing Sailor Moon? Oh, I thought you meant on my desk or something. Is the Reverie supposed to be Sailor Moon themed? Am I learning something right now? We're doing, I don't even know how to pronounce it, to be honest with you guys. It's the new Canon Keys build. They sent it over. They asked if I want to take a look at it. So we are 100% going to take a look at it. It is called a Dreamy keyboard, designed by James from AKB. Love
Hello,
James
Alex.
from AKB. He does good work. Bushido, hello. Reverie? I'm not too sure. I don't know how the hell this is pronounced. It says it's a noun. That's a state of dreamy meditation or fanciful musing. Lost, is it Reverie? Maybe it's Reverie. Oh, Reverie. Yeah, it is Reverie. A daydream, a fantastic or visionary idea. From James, the designer. It's fitting that the core idea of this board came to me in a dream many years ago. Oh, that is cool. That's pretty sweet. Oh goodness, what am I hitting play on? Oh, so I finished whatever seasons I had of From, by the way, and I started the Halo show. What a mistake that's been so far. So nice.
Sup Alex //.
How you doing, man? Thank you so much for 30 months, man. But yeah, I started the Halo show, and yeah, Halo is I'm an episode in, and I don't know, dude. I heard they canceled it. The new season of From starts soon. Halo show is trash. Yeah, it's not that good, man. It's like I'm already like not caring about the first episode of this show, and I see now why people didn't like it. So I hated the Halo show. They broke the one rule. What was the one rule? Oh, I cannot speak today because my head. I've been watching the second season of Rings of Power and the fourth season of Slow Horses. I've heard Slow Horses is really good. Slow Horses is something I'm genuinely interested in taking a look at as well. Master Chief doesn't take his helmet off. Well, I didn't even know that happened. I just hit play. Like, it was like up next. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't watch this then. Maybe I shouldn't waste my time. How many points to make you change those keycaps to Machinist? Oh, I haven't taken it off the other board because I'm taking photos of it. So not today, Burn, but I promise soon. I love that mat. Yeah, these are from... oh god, here, let me just get you a link. These are stuff I'm taking a photo of. We'll actually be doing a giveaway. It's from One of Zero. Do I have a link to what these are called? I don't remember what they're actually called. But I said I would actually put this on today just to take a look and give my opinion. And yeah, they're really pretty. Apparently this is done by like a designer, and then they're even putting like prints inside the desk pad thing, but it's from One of Zero. I just don't remember what the desk pad is physically called. It is really nice though. I don't know why I have the desk pad so low, but it is genuinely pretty nice. Got to admit. Let me zoom out a bit more here. Look at this. There's a cool theme to it. Hi Nixie112, how you doing, dude?
What's good Segsy? I ain't even into Keebs anymore, but it's fun to watch. Wow.
Hey, thanks for being here, bro, for 7 months, and I'm glad that you still have fun watching. The sonnet looks amazing. Dude, the sonnet's sick. It's a good board, man. It is super good. It's big, that's what she said? Huh? Rhythm chord, that's what it's called. Thank you, Elk1. It was slipping my mind. They have a few different colors. They're quite pricey, though.
Starting the second half of a year with the most handsome, ordinary
Thank you,
chips and
Zany.
root beer lover. Wow, oh, wow.
Wow. Thank you, man. Yeah, they're $40 Canadian. I don't know what it comes down to USD. I will say the saving grace here is probably you get a print. I know they call it a free gift, which I fucking cannot stand when people call little things they include in things free gifts. It is super irritating. Oh, I forgot to close my closet. But as long as they keep coming with the prints are actually pretty nice. I'm going to frame this. So when I get a frame, because I don't have one right now. I've been loving my Sonnet, but switched back to the Brutal 1800 on my desk last night for the moment. Do you just need the bigger keys? Got my merch tee delivered today. Hell yes, dude. Yeah, I'm working on the next set of merch stuff. Pretty happy with it so far. But excited to show you guys what the next stuff is. I hope you guys like the stuff you've ordered so far, though. But I hope everyone's been having a good Tuesday. I've been having an okay day. Today could be better. I reskinned it with Night Runner, so I wanted to play with it. Oh, I mean, that's totally fair. You got some new keycaps on that bad boy. I get it. But we're going to be taking a look at the Reverie today. And it should be pretty nice. This is sent to me by Canon Keys. They're sponsoring today's stream. As usual, though, never affects anything I fucking do here, guys. Love it already. Wanted more merch. So hyped for the next drop. Hell yeah, dude. But first, they sent me these. I don't know if we're going to use these tonight. They have Tamagotchi, like officially licensed, I believe. Tamagotchi keycaps. It is... They're pretty cute. I don't know if I'm the target audience for this, but like, this hit me. You remember we were talking about nostalgia yesterday? If you guys grew up when I grew up, this should hit the nostalgia. That should hit it, bro. Oh my, the font? Yeah, I know. It's really cute. If you're into PBT keycaps, this might be a really nice little addition. Poo. Yeah, if you don't take care of your keycaps, they unfortunately will die. Look at this. This is the one key that makes it all worth it right there. With the keyboard. Well, actually, I don't even know if that's supposed to be a keyboard. It kind of looks like one. I think that's the blanket, is it? Really nice, though. I think that this is one of Canon Keys. Because I will pass some criticism, some honest feedback. I think there's a lot of Canon Keys keycaps. And while I appreciate the fact that there's a lot, I will say that it's overwhelming looking at their the amount of keycaps they have. It is a little overwhelming. And I don't know the right way to put this, but I feel like these, because like they also sent me some other stuff too. They sent me this one here. Can't get the sticker off, but they sent me this one here to take a look at. And like, I'm not saying this isn't nice, but I just think there's so many that it's kind of hard to navigate their website. Like, it's cool. It's fun. I don't personally understand it. I tried to look on the thing to see if there was, like, some inspiration and whatnot. It's fun. It's just hard to understand. And I just feel like there's always so many nice PBT sets coming out. There has been some bangers. Like, the Moomin ones were sick. There's been some other nice sets. There's been some stuff which I feel like they put some really good energy into. But the Tamagotchi ones I love.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
Hi, Scotty. How you doing, man? Thank you for the sub, bro. Oh yeah, today we will be giving away the Link 65. I have it on my shelf over there. I'm not gonna go grab it right now just because it's in a case and I don't feel like unzipping everything to get to it. But it's gonna be the Link 65, the purple one. Well, I guess it's lilac or something. Soon I need to get a haircut this week. I got a lot of stuff to do. I have to go to the dentist tomorrow. God, it's gonna be a day. I am not looking forward to the next few days. It's so busy. All right, let's take a look at everything.
My Stabs came in today for my HHKB Professional 2. Could you check Discord and let me know if GMK Phantom would look good on the stock color? I have the $100 coupon code for it.
Zany, can you DM me that? This is my first stream of any kind. Came across YouTube, and now we're here for the feet cam. Huh? What? How do you know that and it's your first time here? Different stream maybe, yeah. Let's go feet cam. What the fuck, where'd this come from? Little 3M tape. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. This is the Reverie from Canon Keys here, designed by James from AKB. Let me share my screen, I guess. Hold on one second. I have so many tabs open right now. Okay. Where is my share screen thingy? Sorry if I'm a little slower today. I genuinely have like the worst headache right now. It's slowly hitting, you know. Wait, chat. Whoever built the frog mini, which color tadpole is the hydrometer? Oh shoot, I don't know. So this is the Reverie, a dreamy keyboard from Cane & Keys. So we got some links here. Design for the Reverie. Decision to make it a 65 wasn't arbitrary. The genesis of the design centered around the aesthetic of the external weight, which we'll take a look at here. I kind of feel like maybe we should open it first, but let's just take a look at some of this. You know what? Actually, let's not look at this yet. Let's look at just, because I want to spoil, I'm kind of spoiling it. We have a 19 mil front height. Built weight is about 1.5 kilos. They even have the manufacturer here, which is interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Standard PCB, which I'm looking at right now. So we have a standard PCB going on. And we have the solderable capabilities. I don't have the solder PCB here. It's nice to see that we have a lot of options on the solder. A lot. I'm pretty positive. So the hot swap PCB, I'm pretty positive maybe I got. Oh, I think this is a. I'm pretty positive this is a probably an early rendition of this particular PCB. And because this one here doesn't have all the spacebar options like it does over there, because it's showing a lot more compatibility with the hot swap PCB on the website. So actually good that we're looking at this first, and then pricing sub 350 maybe. Who knows? And I think it's in a few days they might be running the GB. I'm not too sure what they're doing here. What am I doing? I have to click this button. Yeah, mine doesn't have all that option. All right. What plate did we get to? Aluminum plate. Ooh, it's a nice color. I like this slate gray kind of thing. GB starts on 9/20. Yeah, the 20th. 7U is added after the IC. Ah, I see. So this is a early revision PCB. Oh goodness. Wait, what? Nürburgring foot cam race when? Huh? Let's take a look at this keyboard. Ooh. This is a nice color. Ooh. You can see the USB-A slots, USB-C. Ooh. Very nicely anode. Just about perfect. Yeah, just about perfect everywhere. Little minor blemishes on the prototype on the internals. Some banding I'm seeing, but like this is so much. I'm being super nitpicky right now. And this is a prototype, like little scratch there, but again, proto unit. It's not. I'm not going to be the first person it reaches, and I'm sure this reached other people. Little cherry lip on the top brim over here. Love that. Stop buying boards, huh? What does Ava want from me? Thick cherry lip. We have a nice cherry lip. Oh, this already looks. I love this. Bro. Like, you know what's crazy? This is one of these designs that I think is just really pretty, that I almost feel like I don't even need to build this keyboard. I'm already sold. Oh, they got something on the inside too. I appreciate that. I'm already sold on this. It's so weird. I like the layout they did. I like how they did this for the internals here. You have USB, which is hidden away. It's recessed down over here. We even have some force brakes that are pre-installed. Well, actually, I don't know if those will be pre-installed. Maybe you have to install them, but looks like perhaps they include them. Everything looks very nicely done. Very, very thoughtful. Ooh, this is going to be nice. You're serving as a background noise while I build my kohaku? Hey, let me know how that turns out. Very, very nice. And then let me just see how this looks. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I even like this. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. Very, very cool. Isn't there one Canon is making too? Which one? Sorry. Which lettuces am I using on the sonnet? The standard lettuces. And then, so I'm not too familiar with how this mounts. We'll have to look back on the website here. In fact, let's open it back up here. So, we can now go back up now that we've seen it. I believe the way it mounts is it mounts from these mid pieces, which you have to put in. So the corner plate also aligns, let's scroll up over here. We decided on a top mounting plate provided the most agreeable type, feel, and sound, especially with polycarb. This will most likely be the default, so we don't have the default here today. I don't think I saw anything else in there. So what they're doing is they're using these brackets. Sorry, these things are like, God, I don't know who at Canon Keys packed these, but they did an excellent job on wrapping them. Too excellent, in fact. A little too excellent. Hold on one sec, guys. I can't continue on with this because I can't get this undone. Alright, as long as I get one undone here. Oh, look, some more like little force break action going on here on the machined part over here. I like that. Huh. So then these, option B was to introduce two internal brackets which are installed once the plate has been screwed in, and then when you are closing the case in the traditional screwless fashion. These parts are also force breaking with very soft pour-on gaskets above and below in order to control the vibronic resonance in those areas of the board. Cool. Very interesting. I almost want to say this feels a bit unnecessary. Like this part. You know what I mean? Like it feels a bit weird, but I'm here for it. It sort of feels like... Actually, maybe it is unnecessary. Maybe there is some benefit that we have from this. I don't want to write it off yet. Because I kind of feel like if they just put it on the bottom, it would have been the same thing. But you know what? Maybe there is a reasoning. So maybe we'll get some sort of extra sort of force break sound signature or something like that. God, what a pretty board though. All right, let's move these to the side. Very, very cool though. Damn. This is a very pretty looking board. Like I love the bottom of this thing. This thing looks fantastic. Once we build it up, we'll actually kind of explore the side profile and whatnot, but geez. Cheesy logo? Yeah, if there was one thing I'm going to criticize, it might be the name of the board. But I mean, this comes down to personal preference. I kind of stated this, 2 or 3 streams ago. I don't really love having the name of my board on my keyboard because I'm not going to forget my keyboard. I mean, I don't even love brands. There's certain brands that kind of do it tastefully. But like, again, I just... You like the Reverie text? I'm not really big on the Reverie text. Not really big on it at all. As for the Canon Keys logo on the inside, see, this I don't care for. This is not... Or sorry, this I don't mind, rather. This doesn't bug me at all. Because it's on the inside. I'll never see that. This, on the other hand, I'm not the biggest fan of this. I mean, it is what it is. We all have a different opinion. This is not crucial to the end board. But my God, is this thing beautiful. All right, I guess let's just jump right into doing some stabs. We'll kind of explore the board more as we go here, but we'll kind of chit-chat. I legit love the CK branding. It's always so tiny and well-placed. I will admit, Canon Keys does a good job on very non-intrusive branding in some cases. Ravius, thank you so much for the tier 1, by the way. Alright, let's open this thing up. This board is so pretty. I wonder what the final price will end up being. I don't know if they've decided on something. I wonder if they have. Also, Zany. That does look really good, Zany. I'm looking at your DM to me right now. James picks awesome colors. Yeah. Prices have been up on their website. Oh, why am I looking at this page then? Sorry, I got linked to this page and I assumed this is all they had. Is the actual keyboard like up on the website right now? That is totally my bad. I'm going off, my keyboard's like half on the desk pad. I guess I'm going off old info. My bad, everybody. Hold on, is it on their website? Keyboards. Where do you guys see it? On the website it says like 400 to 550. Can you guys send me a link? Fuck, I don't see this at all. Maybe I'm blind. Are you guys sure? Keyboards. Active group buys, maybe? Just Google Reverie keyboard, first link. Oh. Am I going off old info? Okay, here. We're going to share this then. Okay, so let's share this screen here. All right. Ooh, whatever this color is, Aurora looks even sicker. It's on, oh, coming soon. I didn't even know this was a tab. That is so my bad, guys. All right, well, I got linked the other thing, like the introducing thing, like a week or two ago, so I just assumed it's all we had so far. Aurora is $400. So it seems like it does vary depending on the price. Starts at $325, which is awesome. It looks like we have Twilight. I'm not gonna lie, Twilight's kind of hot. Eclipse, the black and silver, I don't mind it. It's all right. I don't. Lunar's all right too. Not my favorite. This is cool. Dusk is really nice. Ollie, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. And also, sorry about the ads. I don't have a choice, unfortunately. The Dawn's pretty cool too. I've been trying to stay away from E-whiteboards lately myself. I don't know why. It's like a curse I have. Anything E-white gets damaged immediately. The Nightcap. Also pretty. Why is Nightcap so much more? Is it because it's using like a brass inlay or something? I wonder if it tells you. Oh, Aurora's limited edition. Nightcap uses brass accents, and everything else just uses aluminum accents. Huh. Nightcap might be a really fun one to hear the sound profile of. I don't know if those accents would make it different though. This is really nice. 25 units only. Wow. Only 25. That's crazy. That's a very small amount. Wait, is this keyboard Sailor Moon themed or something? This looks so cute already, but I can't click it. It is? I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes of Sailor Moon. Very cute though. Hi Megan.
Boing boing. Also the nightcap color is amazing. It's Sailor Moon themed and I need it.
Well, fuck. Guess this is gonna do super well then. Okay, you know why I appreciate this then? Let me keep it a buck with you guys. So nice. I think I really appreciate this being subtly themed more than a direct theme. Like, we've done, where theming can be taken to the extreme. Like the other day when we did the Albedo keyboard. We've done theming where it's like very obvious. We've done a little bit more loud theming like the W70. We've even had that One Piece one. I think this actually might be one of my favorites then because, first of all, sorry, I'm not really the target audience of Sailor Moon. But, I mean, maybe for fans that know, it's like that subtle wink wink hint hint. I don't know about the keycap set. The keycap set looks like a dead giveaway, but I'm only talking about the keyboard here. This is kind of nice. I have a Sailor Moon tattoo. Yeah, I feel like if you know type thing. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get at here. But I think this is like a nice little nod, So that's really cool. I need that Sailor Moon desk mat. The desk mats are really pretty.
I need that Sailor Moon desk mat.
But starting at $325, the limited edition one is $400, and if you want with the brass accents, not a brass internal, a brass accent, it's $365. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think the nicest color might be the one we have right now, the Twilight. I love the Aurora one, but geez, I have a feeling that's gonna sell out super crazy. Is that your hair on H? Yeah, probably. Good eyesight. Jeez, is it really that crispy today, the cameras? My hair is really bad right now.
Hi Alex, we need to talk about that lovely night 9 months ago when our eyes locked and I first subscribed. I have something big to share. Baby rage.
Huh? What are you sharing right now, dude? Touch baby. Do I like audio? I do like audio, but not so much anymore. Actually, I'm having a lot of issues. The reason I was a little bit late today is because I could not get my headphones to connect to my computer today. I don't know what happened. Well, okay, I do know what happened. I dropped my headphones like early this morning, and all day the right earbud has been acting super weird. My own fault, but I hope I didn't damage them. It seems like it's calmed down now, whatever was wrong with it. I just had to repair it, but yeah, kind of annoying. I don't know what happened. Okay, I do it. Gatoron stabs. I have not used these in a long time. So actually, I know this is a prototype PCB, but what do we have here? Is this only 6.25 I can use today? It is. Okay, not a big deal. 1, 2. We need 4 sets total, and then 3 2U wires. Should I rebuild my Vertex with 1.6? I mean, that's my preferred. I feel like you'd also like it. I feel like it's really easy to love a 1.6mm PCB. It is an easy thing to fall for. All right, I'm gonna use this so I don't dirty my other desk pad. Audio has been my pain point for the last year. My old XLR interface is this current interface. Audio, man, I feel like every time I talk about audio, I just feel bad about myself. Audio is kind of a weird obsession of mine for a while. And I kind of I hate saying this, but there's a large part of me that really regrets everything that I did in the audio hobby. Like, I regret taking that journey because it feels, more so recently, it feels really fucking wasteful. And I say this with a lot of passion, and I'm sorry I have to curse when I'm passionate about stuff, but I went to go put on my headphones, a really nice set of headphones, ones that I ended up settling on to are like, yeah, these are the best ones. I barely use this set of headphones. I think it might have a year or two's worth of use in it. And they just, one of the cans, like one of the things does not work. And this isn't the first time. I do feel like a lot of my audio stuff, and the only thing I've ever dropped are these, the AirPods, because, you know, they're with me all the time and they're wireless. Every other set of IEMs, headphones, I have kept pristine. I don't move anywhere. Everything, with the exception of the campfires, has been damaged. The Sony IEMs, all that jazz. And I think I'm just over it at this point here. Like, when I put on my headphones the other day and they didn't turn on, I'm just like, why? Why did I go down this route? It does feel very wasteful. But yeah, even the amps and DACs that I bought, like, all gone. And yeah, there's a huge part of me that has sorry, I'm just getting my screwdriver set. There's a huge regret that I have for even going down that route. I mean, I can't even say I had fun in the community because I didn't. I had no fun in the community. Everyone made me feel bad for all my purchases. I'm also sadly heard from so many people in the audio hobby that the community is just toxic. Yeah, I mean, I was made to feel bad about, like, any review, like, and this is prior to me even doing keyboard stuff. There was a piece of audio that I bought that I really wanted to share because not a lot of people had purchased it. I managed to get my hands on this little IEM and I wanted to share my opinions. Shared my opinions, and it's just like, you get laughed at. I'm just like, alright, dude, you know what? Fuck this. Like I said, the whole hobby for the audio hobby anyways, was just not my vibe. And then also, even if I want to just ignore that and make it like a thing of self-discovery, the only thing I really discovered is 90% of the stuff that I used don't fucking work. And then you know what else I discovered? A lot of audio stuff is a lot of fun big words that truthfully, and I'm being super critical saying this, again, I dived into it. I was in it for like 2.5, 3 years. There's a lot of words that people use that make no fucking sense. There's also a lot of snake oil in that hobby as well. So it's just not really it's not something that like you can, it's a lot of matter of an opinion. Like you know how here at least we can differentiate a matter of an opinion. We call it preference. And then we can look at something and be like, the ano's bad. That's objective. It's very tough to do that in the audio world, I found. It's just all a matter of preference and like, and nobody wants to accept that it's preference. It's all objective. It's just not it, dude. So much snake oil. You need to know specs, facts to be able to decide on things objectively. Yeah, it's way more comfy in the Kyo hobby. A lot of audio stuff is scam, full stop. But I think it's gotten better recently. Yeah, I mean when I participated, I think it was like maybe the tail end of when it was stopping. But I A/B tested tubes for my tube amp yesterday, and there were virtually no difference in between a $5 and $50 amp. Or yeah, tube, dude. I feel you, B-Star. Like I said, most of my experience there was just snake oil. Oh no, I'm not trying to talk myself out of buying anything. There's nothing I want to buy for audio, and I don't think I'm ever gonna buy any more audio stuff. Like that chapter is, not only is it closed, it's locked up, thrown in the trash, and then burned. That chapter doesn't exist anymore. I'm so over it. My recommendation from now on will just be buy whatever is cheapest at this point here. I fucking don't believe in the audio hobby stuff anymore. Better audio is now much cheaper than before. Anything over $100 should be, for the most part, is preference. Yeah, like I understand if you want to buy something because you like the way it looks. But, you know, when I have to read words like, we use silver encapsulated, you know, frostbitten cables found in the tundra, you know, and I'm just like, shut up, dude. Like, stop. Just say it's a goddamn cable. Audio stuff is wild to me. I love that video that LTT did with Dink Pods about audiophile stuff that's just garbage and lies. Yeah. I like the way Alex looks. How much money? Wait, what happened? Trying to buy me or something? Looks and fitment are two main things to watch for nowadays. Yeah, I think comfiness is an important factor. Reminds me of those HDMI cables that were $80. God, dude. When I worked at Best Buy, so I was actually a really good Best Buy employee, just so everyone understands here, okay? But when I worked at Best Buy, do you know how many people I convinced to not buy those things? God, there were so many, like, when those came out and people were buying, like, the special HDMI cables, I was like, come on, bro, really think about it. That was like the one product I could not sell people. I'm like, man, this is legitimately a fucking scam, dude. Devil's advocate here. Getting a nice pair of headphones with a decent DAC, it will blow most people away. Every person I've had to listen to on my open back headphones gets their mind blown. Agree. But I think there's a limit, and the limit is closer than you think. For example, I have still in my possession, I have the little Fiat E10, from a long time ago. I have a JDS Element, and I have my big monster DAC, which is the oh my god, it starts with an M. I can't even remember what it was called. It was really expensive. That was like my final purchase. You know what sounds the best? And every time someone's come over and they've listened to headphones, you know what everyone always said it was the best one? The Fiat E10K, the USB driven one that you can get on Amazon. And truth be told, it did sound the best. It made the headphones sound a lot more fun. Everything else was just... is just sold as snake oil. Adam, what's up, dude? Thing is, if you want 4K HDR 120 FPS, you're kind of trapped with expensive cables. Yeah, I understand there's different cables because for different types of connections and whatnot, but some of the stuff they tell you is like blatant lies. Made no difference over my $80 unit on Amazon. Oh, for the focals and amp DAC. Yeah. Like again, if you want to buy it for style, then do your thing. You can get style in it sounding pretty decent, but one of the biggest difference in audio quality I noticed was switching from Spotify to Apple Music. That alone felt like I upgraded all my gear. Yeah, I mean, even just that is a big thing too. I think Apple Music has different codecs they use. Fun and objective are two different things though. My planar headphones are very fun, but my IEMs are balanced. Yeah, I mean, I had planars. That's just the headphone that... Here, I'll show you guys. Let me quickly grab it out of my cabinet here, because I don't know what to do with it, and I don't feel like sending it in for repairs. Drop something. Don't worry about it. Alright. It's all tangled up. 1 second, everybody. Here, let's not unplug these. Let's just leave it like this. So these no longer, the right side no longer work. And then this, guys, I'm not kidding you. This has been in storage for the last like year and a half, and the leather on the top is just disintegrated, which is to be expected because I obviously didn't take care of it. But yeah, the right IEM doesn't work. So why not bin it? Well, I want to open it up and I want to see if I can fix it myself. I just don't feel like sending it in. I don't feel like... No, these are Ross and Rad Zeros. I just don't feel like paying money to get them fixed. That's all. Leather is a no-no anymore, and if a good felt is much better, yeah. I'm trying to find a cool desk pad for my desk for several months. Can you recommend me a desk pad to look to my desk more to muted colors? Go to Omnitype. Omnitype has a whole bunch of really good, I feel like, muted stuff. Very simple, very minimal. If you want something a little bit more like fun and exciting, maybe Grove Made. I don't love the Grove Made ones, but I feel like they work well on a lot of setups. What is that, work mat I see? I don't know. I got this from KBD Fans, and it's the ones I use now. I don't know. It's just one of the small little mats. It's not really a work pad. Would soldering a new JST connector be too difficult for a first-time soldering project? It wouldn't be difficult per se. It's just a little bit more involved, you know? Any Skibbity fans? I don't even know what to say to that, man. Omnitype Moto 909 desk. Oh yeah, 9009 circle desk pads are very clean. That might be something you are very interested in. Ban that guy. Oh my god, dude. I watched up to episode 32 but got bored after that. Oh, which one? Sorry. And Adam? Damn, Adam didn't even do anything today. That's crazy. Adam's getting hate. They hate me because they ain't me. True. Adam catching strays. Adam low-key the new Tim. Just catching strays. Didn't even do anything. Adam hasn't even done anything today. True. Maybe just today. Watching Skibbity stuff unironically is wild to me. I have never seen it. I've never seen a clip of it. I've just heard the word Skibbity, and I don't even want to know what it is, okay? Alex, what anime are you watching these days? None. I might start an anime tonight. Because I am feeling a little, I'm burnt out today. Maybe that's why I have a bit of a headache. I have a bit of work I need to get done tonight, but... Guys, why are we spamming ticket? Why? Guys, hold on 1 second. What's going on, dude? What's going on here? But yeah, I think I might call it an early night tonight and maybe just sit in bed and watch an anime or something. I don't really feel like I should technically do a bit more work tonight, but I'm just gonna get some things prepared for the classic TKL launch tomorrow, and I'm pretty positive I'm just gonna wake up early tomorrow and get work done and not make it a crazy night tonight. Start at One Piece Pursuit. What is that? Hello, baby girl. What's up, Revised? Everyone needs to chill right now, or everyone needs a chill night sometimes. Thank you. I appreciate that. I agree, Mail. I do. Truthfully. Adam won the giveaway with 100% chance. You know what? Just for that, Adam, you're banned from the giveaway. The giveaway is going to be a Link 65, by the way. It's with, I built it with Gateron Inks. I was going to take it out, but honestly, it's in a hard shell case underneath a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't feel like moving everything just to get it out today. But it's a Link 65. I'm new here. How do you enter? We'll have it. I mean, right now, we're doing basically, to kind of explain for anyone who's maybe just watching or new tonight, but I'm doing mini sub goals all month. Now, the sub goal, where is it? Here. It will not disappear if we don't hit it tonight. It'll just get carried on to the next day. We're going to do mini sub goals. I think we've given away like 7 or 8 keyboards so far. If we hit the goal, that's it for the day. And then we move on to the next day, and then we'll have a new keyboard to give away. So that's how we're doing it. Every stream for the month of September, there'll be a giveaway. Towards the end of the month, there'll be some more interesting stuff. Not to say nothing's been interesting already, but keep your eyes peeled, I guess. High key, I'm even thinking about moving it a little bit into some of the October streams, but mainly for September. Maybe there could be a giveaway from your Alex. Oh, I think I actually may be able to swing that. I'll see if I have a spare kit lying around. Paper 80 Hope. Yeah, there might be a Paper 80 towards the end. There also might be the Void 65 towards the end as well. Okay. Tomorrow's... Am I streaming tomorrow? I thought I was off tomorrow. Am I not off tomorrow? Hold on 1 sec. Stream schedule. Oh, dude, I keep forgetting today is fucking Tuesday. I keep thinking today's Wednesday. No, I just, in my head, today's Wednesday. That's why I'm just like, I think I've been off today for that reason as well. It's one of those days. Yeah. Alright, let's get this PCB built. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's get my screwdriver and let's screw these guys in. It's weird, but high key, this week here is... If I'm being honest, last week felt really long. And then I felt like I didn't get much of a weekend because I was doing errands. Even though I think in my head I try to convince myself, I really feel like I didn't get a chance to like have a proper day off, which is why I'm thinking tonight after stream, I'm gonna get some stuff ready for the classic TKL launch tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna pass out. I have to say, you're a bad influence. I just got my shipping notifications for my cherry clip-ins. I ordered what I would call a concerning amount. Where'd you order them from? So I'm so curious. More like Wednesday? Yeah, when is Wednesday? For real, dude. I agree with that sentiment. What studies did you do back then? Like, did I go to school, you mean? Is that what you mean, Horloge? Yeah? I didn't go to post-secondary. Without making it a really boring, long story, I got kind of screwed over by my guidance counselor back in high school. They told me I needed certain credits to get into the... I wanted to go to Ontario College of Art and Design for photography. And I took all the courses I was told I needed to take. And then as I graduated in grade 12, they said, oh, oops. Wrong courses we told you to take. Please take another year. And I didn't want to do that, so I just went to work. So that's pretty much my story there. Nothing really incredible. I just didn't really want to go back for another year of high school. A bit of embarrassment, a bit of maybe pride, a bit of ego. I just decided to go get a job. I think in a lot of ways, though, not to make this something, but a lot of ways that put me in a really bad mental spot. Because I kind of felt like my adult life was immediately being fucked up. So it did take me a while to kind of bounce back for that. You had a guidance counselor? Yeah, so the way my high school worked, because it was a bit smaller, is you kind of had, like, if you had questions about what you were trying to get into, and, like, I had questions because I wanted to know, but when I went to go, in grade 11, I went to go ask them about, you know, what courses I need to take. They told me, and they said, make sure in grade 12, or make sure your second semester grade 11 or grade 12, you take all these things. Once you take all these things, you'll be good to go. Took all those things. And then they came back and were like, oh, it seems it changed, and we never told you. And I'm just like, I see. Gran, thank you so much for the Prime. Really appreciate it, dude. I feel you. I'm in a similar situation. I'm tired of school. I mean, I think that's perspective, right? Because I wasn't tired of school. And I think being tired of school is a little different than what I was feeling. I think school is wonderful. I think learning is fantastic. I think in the current climate of today's what do you need to know, I think there are better things to learn than some of the stuff. And that's a matter of perspective and, opinion. But I think school is very important. I think not only for the sake of learning, but learning social skills, learning how to cooperate with people. There's a lot of reasons why I think school is very important. When you look back at it in hindsight, I appreciate it being in school. It's a privilege. At the end of the day, like, some people might look at it and be like, oh, well, you have to go. No, it's still a fucking privilege. I liked it a lot. At the time, maybe younger me might have said otherwise, because I got, bullying, whatever. Maybe I didn't really like it then. But looking back at it now, it made me who I am. And I'm glad that, I persevered through all that stuff. And I can look back at it and be like, yes, I did learn skills. I did learn how to do this. I did learn this particular thing. There were some really great people. I shouldn't just look at the negative stuff. So. I looked into grad school, but I was also tired of college. Yeah, and if you guys feel like you're burnt out from learning, that's also a very natural thing too. You can be burnt out from learning. Very easy thing to do. I also didn't, the additional debt. Dude, I feel you, Grid. I get you, dude. So, you guys can start making your jokes now, but these are called Emo Goo Switches. I've had these for a while and I've been wanting to try them. Well, okay, I have tried a few of them already and I really like the way they sound. But they're called Emo Goo Switches. I don't know why. They're linear switches, yeah. Compliment for Zany. Zany, I wish I can go over to your place right now so we can type on keyboards, my friend. I hope you're having an excellent day. Love you, buddy. Also, you should get those keycaps, I think. I think those are a good combo. They're going through a phase. Oh my god. I got screwed over by my university. Had to go back to school for a year after I graduated. In uni? That's even more concerning because you're paying big money for that. Hell yeah, Zany. What are you thinking? Work experience before grad school is a thing too. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things you can do. If you want my, I don't know. I don't know how many people are in high school watching right now, but if you want my opinion, and you guys are, fuck all this anyways. Don't take it for granted while you're in high school. Regardless of whatever position you're in, if you hate school, it is incredibly important just to at least get yourself through it. Learn what you can. Absorb any sort of skills you can there. Make connections. Connections are so important as
2
you get
years
older.
how?
Thank you, TPK. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now. For anyone in high school potentially watching this stream, I plead and I urge you guys. And I know this is a bit of an extra, not on, your curriculum type thing. If you guys have some time, while you're younger, and your brain can absorb more of this info, learn about taxes. Learn about other important life things. Stuff that I have a feeling. I don't know if the current, again, climate of schools teach you. Learn about those things while you're younger. It'll make a world of difference as you get older. I'm being so serious with this. Having to learn that when I got older, I don't like talking about it. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I fucking hate it. Because now it doesn't stick in my brain now. So I learned the basics and that's all I want to know. Because it's just overwhelming for me now. Learn it while you're younger. I wish I knew some of this stuff when I was 21. Instead of learning it when I was 29. You know what? Another good skill too, you should learn too, is some sort of presenting communication type skill. Boost your confidence with that a little bit too. It goes a long way. Should I learn them right now? Crystal, 110%.
Hope you're doing well.
You're not going to use it right now, Crystal. Maybe you will. But the moment you kind of realize, tax brackets and stuff like that, and how to pay your taxes, and where to go if you need your license changed, learn these things now, it'll be a world of difference. Thank you, Austin, and also thank you, TPK. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Schools are starting to teach budgeting, and parents need to step up. Dude, budgeting's another thing I didn't say. Budgeting is so important. Learn that too. Actually, if you guys want another really good piece of advice, not so much for maybe the older crowd here like myself, but for anyone a little bit younger, you know what you could start doing to start practicing getting in the habit of? Make yourself a budgeting tracking sheet. Maybe for the adults too, way too lucky. I've posted the one that I used to use. Mine's changed a little bit now because mine doesn't even make sense. Mine makes sense to me. But I did post one I used to use. The moment you start writing down, hear me out. The moment you start writing down what you're making, how you're spending it, and you write down, groceries, fun money, whatever, you're dude, why am I spending so much in this? And it'll make you start looking, and it'll start making you think, okay, I gotta make these numbers work. When you're younger, it makes a hell of a lot more sense. You get into a habit. And even if you're younger and you don't have an income, or you don't have crazy amount of expenses, at least you'll have some understanding of where your money goes. The other key part to budgeting, do I want it or do I need it? Yeah, we can actually, if financial responsibility is something that I feel never gets talked about. In fact, on my day-to-day, I don't see it get talked about at all. I know we talk about it sometimes here, but it's crazy. Does anyone prefer paper over digital for budgeting? We use digital only because the way we do it, the spreadsheet just makes it easier to edit. I sort of prefer using the digital. But if I need to do quick notes, then yeah, like I write down things. Like when I'm trying to figure out where something went wrong, then you better believe I'm busting out a pen and a paper. Learning about financial assets versus liabilities. I mean, very important stuff. I know they're not fun conversations. I fucking hate them, to be real with you guys. But it's just stuff you gotta learn. I spent 2.5K on keyboard stuff in 1 year. Yeah, let me break it down to you. You guys. Okay, I'm not gonna pause the music for this one here. In my first year of, I feel like this needs background though. It needs background because I need to lean this on why and my mental state, not as an excuse, but to have some understanding. About 5-ish years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I just wasn't happy, man. Like, actually, sorry, it was a little bit longer than 5 or 6 years. It was, when was it? When did I work that job? Maybe it was longer now. I don't know. It was a long, let's just say 7 or 8 years ago. I was going through some stuff. I, at the time, went through a really weird breakup. Just a whole bunch of stuff in my life just felt like very chaotic and random. I was pretty fucking sad, dude. Like, it wasn't outwards. Like, I didn't really talk about it. I just think maybe, if anything, it came out as anger. It still does. Sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, it comes out as that emotion. But it came out as, to others, probably as anger or just some sort of like, I'm trying to focus. And then, for the most part, I kept it internalized, which ended up manifesting into bad spending habits. My first year of keyboards, even before keyboards, I was spending every dollar that I had buying things, because that temporary joy of opening a box was a lot of fun to me. And because it's only temporary, you kind of have to keep going. And at the time, I think I was making, again, to be super transparent, I think I was making about 44,000 Canadian a year. And I am not kidding you guys. When I looked at my bank account, thankfully I never went to the point where I was in the red, but I was at like $100. I lived at home. I didn't pay at the time, like when I was younger. I didn't pay much rent and stuff. Like, it was just give some money to my mom and dad. All down the drain. My first year of keyboards, same idea. Bought a lot of stuff. Had a lot of fun opening things. I wasn't really streaming at the time. Towards the end, I was streaming. And then when I started streaming, something clicked in my head. And I was like, I should really understand how I'm spending, because I would like to make streaming, something that I do regularly because I'm enjoying it. And when my joys kind of shifted into the community-based stuff that we were doing, it gave me some breath of fresh air, because it was no longer opening products that were making me happy. It was talking to people. So I sat down and I did all my research on how I'm spending my money. And that first year of keyboards, I spent $42,000. Something, 42, 43. Literally, my entire wage was spent on that. I've said this story once or twice in the past. And when I saw that number, I was like, what am I doing? And I looked at my bank account and I had $0. Okay, maybe not zero, maybe like $4 or $5. It's concerning. Canadian though, right? So roughly 200. But, and then when I looked around at all the stuff that I had, I was like, what am I doing? And how do you even get to that point? Retail therapy. It makes you happy buying things. And I had nothing else in my life at the time that I could say was making me happy. And then I stopped, And I was like, hey, things need to change. At that point there, this leg just busted. See that? At that point there, I decided to switch careers as well. So I started a new job. Well, close to that time I was starting a new job. And then, after I started a new job, I said to myself, okay, I need to really focus up on not fucking up again. What really helped me was setting rules for myself. So one of the rules I set when I started looking into, okay, how do I start saving, was small little thresholds. I made thresholds of like, if I hit $500, I am not allowed to go below $500. So it would be very easy to obtain because, like, you know, a paycheck is a little over. At the time, I think a paycheck was, I don't know how much, 44,000. I was still making around that much money. I don't know how much that was a paycheck. I don't know, but it was bi-weekly, and it was like easy for me to hit those goals. And is it something? Yeah, that would make sense. Or it'd be 2,300, not a month. I think it would be every 2 weeks, wouldn't it? No, would that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, I think it's like 3,000 a month or something. And then, it was just easy for me to hit those goals. And that's what really helped me start saving money almost immediately. What? Where's my last 2 switches? I know for a fact I lubed 70. What happened to them all? Did I drop them? Do you sell the stuff you bought? Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I accounted for this being the 7U variant. It's okay. We can use Nixies for the mods. Huh? You didn't lube 70? No, I'm pretty positive I did 70. Oh, goodness me. Okay, these switches. I will complain one thing about these switches is they are very delicate. Very, very delicate. During that time, was that the most expensive board you had got? Yeah, I mean, that was just when I was spending money on things like artisans, all this stuff. Yeah, this one here did not do well. I don't even know if I can push this one here out. I'm gonna do it like this. These housings are really, really bad. If one day you deem that your hobby is no longer fun and you decide to retire or take a big break, what do you think would be the last straw? Is it when they no longer provide solder PCBs or MX switches? That's a really interesting question, Jer. So my last straw is usually community, because I think community influences everything. For example, like, audio might have still been fun if the community was better. But I don't mean to be like negative, but there's been times in the keyboard hobby where I've seen the hobby get steered into ways that wasn't really my cup of tea. And I've seen that happen a few times. I'm glad it didn't go that way. There's just been other influences, you know, from whatever factor. I'm not trying to get into that have maybe driven the hobby to be something that I don't necessarily agree with. One example being, like, I think at one point the hobby was getting to this very hype beast mentality, and if it had hit that and was just all hype beast stuff and everything was just, you know, this game of investing in keyboards, I think I would have stepped out completely and went to go find something more fun to do. I'm glad I didn't go on that path. I know me and Marcia, we did a lot to kind of not make it go down that path because we both kind of recognized it. But I think that would be my last straw on the hobby. What about you guys? What would your last straw on the keyboard hobby be? All right, I'm gonna get some Nixies for this. Thank you for steering off that path anytime 3D. Awareness against these dangerous trends is the first step towards recovery. Truly. So you're saying you wouldn't buy a 3,000 USD brick that says Nixies on it? No, dude. My last straw is bank account. Personal reasons is fair too. I agree with that entirely. Last straw, when all the boards are just anime themed? Don't blame you there. I really don't. What do you think you might have transitioned to hobby-wise? Probably back into cameras. Cameras is something that I feel like I've never really... It's weird, right? Because cameras is more of like a self thing for me. I've never needed people for cameras. I've always wanted to hang out with someone to take photos, but it's never been a reason that's made me like step away from cameras. It would probably be that. This is not the right bit. I have an old Flickr that has not been updated in many, many years. But the long answer is no. All right, quick little note about the board though. Love the fact that there's no mounting points underneath the spacebar. Although I don't think I've ever seen James do anything out of the ordinary, or I guess out of what usually sounds good when it comes to mounting points. So, love that. I'm not gonna lie though, I do wish today we received the polycarbonate plate. Although maybe, I mean, I did look pretty hard. I didn't see any polycarb plates anywhere. Perhaps another streamer will get the polycarb plate. I think it would be really cool to see polycarb on this. My wife was buying anime stickers for her brother and found out that it's basically all inappropriate and very disgusting. Oh. Yeah, anime stuff has a very fine line. But I think cameras is an expensive hobby. I mean, yeah, it's expensive. I don't think with camera stuff, though, to be fair, that you buy as often as keyboards. Keyboards is more of a hobby that I feel like does require some... Not required, sorry, not a good word. Keyboards feel like a hobby that sometimes you kind of have to spend a lot, which is true. And without beating around the bush, I do feel like sometimes if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of stuff, there is some sort of like spending that needs to happen. Cameras is one and done. I mean, you might buy a lens here and there, but for the most part, if you're really into the gear aspect of cameras, then sure. Which is not something I feel like a lot of people are. But cameras you take pictures with, and then you learn to edit, and you do all those things too. Maybe a bigger upfront cost. Like messing with switches and rebuilding your own boards. Yeah. Messing with switches is fun too. Okay, so that's that. So, hold on one sec, everybody. Now these get put on like this. This is actually quite interesting. So these are these little... Oh, I don't think this is the right way, actually. Hold on one sec. I think there's a left and a right to this. These are little brackets that sit... Yeah, yes. Okay, there's a left and a right. And these are going to be what you screw the keyboard into for the bottom frame. Interesting. Is it supposed to be compatible with VIA, but for some reason it won't let me open? Which one, Renma? The Frog Mini? Should be. Try Vial. The gatekeeping group mentality that seems so prevalent is where I draw the line. Too toxic. Walked to the outside of the hobby after years of it. Walked away from group. Oh, so Coda, you were actually talking exactly about what I was saying. Because at one point in the keyboard hobby, we did have a lot of toxicity, and there was a lot of hype beast mentality, and there was a lot of, I've called it out in the past, there was like price fixing for groups of people who had, you know, their hands in like everything that would price fix. They would buy random little, they would get their hands on really hyped up keyboards, have people hype them up, and then resell them. There was like a pretty nasty community for that. For the most part, I'm pretty positive it's all gone. I don't think any of that kind of survived, which is nice. I've definitely been liking your Discord for the chill vibes. Thanks, man. Scalper gang? Yeah. This keyboard is the only one I have been widely accepted and felt great. I've never seen toxicity here. Well, that's because I get angry about it. I've thrown my share of fits on stream when I see people act certain ways. I have a very, I don't know, my moral compass is pretty set, and I get pretty angry when people try to steer off of it. The 2K unicorns were the peak. I mean, there were some dumb things being sold. Your share fare, you know, once in a blue moon, I've lost my chill. I found this community has zero tolerance for bullshit. Yeah. Never change, Alex. Thanks, man. What is something from the hobby in the past that you missed? This is very specific to me, but I miss all the streamers. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I finish stream, I'm like, let's go read someone who's doing keyboards, and there's nobody doing keyboards anymore. So sometimes it just feels like that whole area of community is just like gone, which I understand why. It's expensive doing keyboard streams. Dude, if you guys want to do keyboard streams, and you guys happen to be after me, and like, I'll raid you guys. It's fun. It's fun to build stuff on stream with people.
God damn, dude.
Thank you, Jer. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s. Thank you, dude. But it is... You want the Battle Royale? Well, there's just... I mean, I don't know, man. That's one way to look at it, I guess. But... I remember when, like, basic builds used to be on. There used to be all the streamers that would just hang out and do their thing. Now, you barely get that. Alright, we'll talk a little bit of the board here for a sec. We screwed these things in right over here. So there's that little force brake pad, it's a little pour-on strip. I'm going to make the assumption these are probably pre-installed, but if they're not, then, I mean, probably just a little pad you have to stick on. So I guess my question is, maybe, not that I'm struggling with it or anything, and I don't think this is really, maybe this is raising the price a smidge on this board. I don't think it's an aggressive price point at $325 though. I was wondering, why not just have this part just attached on the bottom as is? Perhaps the reason is just so you can add another level of separation. Maybe this does actually help with isolating some of this top frame a little bit more. I can't say for certain, but that would be my assumption there. Also, was there no other screws for this? Am I missing a little baggie of screws? Uh-oh. Teja, is he new or something? I might be missing some screws. Hold on, let me check the box. Can you change the typing angle? Oh, I have the cabinet open. No. It's rigid though. What does it actually separate? Well, what I mean by separation are the pour-on pads. And I have found that sometimes having that extra bit of separation can help isolate something. Yeah, I don't know what screws are. Hold on, one second. Let me just see the bag. Perhaps it's in here somewhere. Maybe it fell to the bottom of the box. No, I don't see it. Oh. Sorry. This didn't come in like a hard shell case. This only came in this, because it's a prototype, and I didn't see it was stuck to one of the little bags. That's my apologies. We got it though. Never had anything missing from Canon keys, so that would have been a shocker to me. I misunderstood. No, you're all good, dude. And then we'll kind of go over the shell of the keyboard here, because we didn't really get to do it at the beginning because it wasn't screwed in. You know what I forgot to do? Plug the cable in. We're going to do that right now. I got so caught up in trying to find the screws that I almost forgot to plug the cable in. So, this cable, God, Upas is going to like... Upas gives me shit every single time I say this because he's like, of course Alex has to mention it, but I'm going to mention it anyways. It's a Molex connector on one end. I don't hate, just so everyone understands, I don't hate these things. I do feel the need to mention them simply because they don't have the longevity as these guys do. But it is the Molex connector, so it has lower rated use cases. I'm going to be honest though, I actually put a few of these to the test the other day because I had another prototype come in that ended up, we didn't end up streaming it, but I wanted to see. I disconnected it like 20 times. It was fine. And then I had another one that I was trying to stress test as well. The biggest issue I find isn't so much the connector stops working. The Easy Mate seems to be fine there. The biggest issue I find over some time is if you press these in a little funky, the plastic ends up smacking on the side here, and then it can't lock into place. The fix there is to put a little tape over it, but I haven't had one die yet. It's just really been, they come loose very, 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 very easily after enough. So maybe newer ones getting manufactured better. Yeah, again, not really still is a point of small criticism for me. I still don't necessarily love them. Like in this particular use case, I don't see the need for it. But, I would still prefer, personally, just regular schmegular JST connectors. Personally. The original idea behind these things, if you guys want to know, the original thought process that was pitched to me was it was for small, delicate parts or parts of the PCB that required shorter runs of cables, that if you forgot it was a shorter run, you would accidentally pull up and the keyboard would still be fine because you're just disconnecting this Easy Mate thing. But I think it's kind of grown into just being used for the sake of being used. It does have a smaller profile to it height-wise, so I get why people use it in maybe smaller areas, but Alex, is the connector on the board loosening over time or the connector on the cable? I find it's mostly the connector on the PCB. Alrighty. Very, very curious how this is going to sound. This keyboard looks fantastic though. I don't know if you guys feel me on this, but this keyboard looks really, really nice. I might switch out all the mods for Nixies, but let's see. So again, let's take a look at the board itself. Love this. Absolutely love this. The internals are interesting on this. It is top mount. They do have that little separating piece that kind of sits there, but I think what steals the show realistically is just this piece right over here. This is truly stealing the show. Then it just says Reverie at the very top over here. Well, if it wants to focus. I don't love this. You know what I do love though? Small little detail. Again, you know what? I will say this. I am a fan of most of what James has made from AKB. Love this little seam over here. It gives the board some dimension and depth. Really appreciate how it doesn't go flush against the bottom portion over here. I think that's a nice touch that gives this an extra oomph, gives it an extra little something. This is really nice too. These cutouts are great. I love the USB A's. Very very awesome to see these on the boards. Love that. The side profile again. If this didn't have a little, I don't know if that's a little scuff on the Eno there. No, it's good. If this didn't have this little bottom trim accent piece with the seam, would have been kind of your standard, side profile. It does have that really nice cherry lip on this, and you can kind of see how it curves in and curves on the other side here too. Really like that. Like that a lot. The feet aren't too tall, which is also good to point out. Another little close-up of the weight here. Little close-up for you guys. Top over here, I would say bezels. Pretty uniform in this case. I personally, this is a very personal choice. I prefer thin side bezels, top forehead, bigger forehead, bigger chin. But I think uniform, in terms of what's done here, it works really nicely for this board. So, looks nice. Very pretty though. The internals, were no slouch either on how it looked too. So, God, I love the way this looks. I want to see more front designs like some of Bion's boards where there apparently some drama with him and cash flow issues. Oh, that is a totally other story. But yeah, there is some drama there. Does anyone think that I'd like the look of USB A's more off to the side? Oh, do you mean just like more put over here? I guess I personally don't mind it being over here, but I don't know. I like how this has different elements, like the rim. We need new to grow the community, new ways of building, build options, mod availability. Keeps have started becoming a JWK recolor. Coda, that is an interesting way to put it. We get hyped over the same thing over and over again, just a thought. So, Coda, I want to validate what you're saying, truly, because I've felt that way, and I've mentioned this is why the race to the bottom keyboards, like where everything was, where everyone was big craze of like, I want something under $100, I want something under 150. It was kind of a boring time. And I stated that many a times. And this is actually why, like, when people were asking me, do I want to review the Rainy 75 and all these other budget-friendly keyboards, I only accepted a few, and they did nothing for me. I think there was one that was really hyped up, the NC or whatever it was. It just did nothing for me. I agree. This is why lately we've been seeing kind of this resurgence of a lot more fun designs and not so much internals. Some keyboards have some really fun internals. That's why I really like that control panel 01. But when we see this resurgence of just people taking their time to design a board that looks really good, that you can tell is very thoughtful, that stands on its own, it's really awesome. Did the Bauer light fall down that category? To a certain degree, you can say that, but the Bauer light, I would say, the injection molded scene, I don't think is super saturated. And I think there's reasons why people like the injection molded stuff. But I'm talking more about the aluminum stuff. And you know what? To a certain degree too, the only injection molded stuff that's come out recently have been the transition light, the Bauer light. We're going to get the classic 80s, the classic TKL soon. I would actually say that two of them are based off of really pretty keyboards. The classic is its own thing. And I have no issue with people taking a well-designed keyboard and then making it into a better board, a cheaper board. It's more just like when we get those really flat shapes that are easy to machine, and then we stick the same old mounting styles, but this time here we put a picture of a cat on the back. Those are the keyboards I think that feel a little bit more lazy to me. You know what I mean? Tiger 80 is a different time, I would say. It's a little bit more boring for sure, but... Oh yeah, the Sat X too. I would say it's the same idea, where it's like based off of a good design. They've done a small tweaks to it, but I think those are in different categories personally. I don't know if you guys agree. Like the Neo Ergo, got off your recommendation. It's the best board at the price point I've ever experienced. Oh, you know what's crazy about that? I've said this many times. The Neo Ergo has to be one of... It's like the unicorn in that, and I don't mean unicorn as in the single unicorn, but it's kind of its own thing within that realm of keyboards that price. There's no other board that does it as good and looks as good because it does have some character to it. It has nice design elements, which I pointed out in my written review. It's nice. And it's why I don't go crazy over some of the other cheaper boards, is because they're just not, if you're getting into the enthusiast, if you want to get something a bit more pretty, there's just better purchases. And again, I've always been one to believe that if you're going to spend your money and you want something nice, then don't rush to spend your money. But the Neo Ergo is very nice for what it is, And again, if there was something better that maybe costed $30 more, I'd say save your money, just buy that one there. But it's kind of its own thing. I think we have to put something purple on this, right? I think 2Z needs to be used. Is that correct? Correct. Any idea when you expect ship time for this? Do they have expectations for shipping on the website yet? Let's see. Late Q. Well, that's just the... Wait, is that when it's actually shipping though? Hold on, let me see. GB late Q3 24. I think that's just when the GB's running. I don't see any expectation of... Yeah, I don't see any expectation. I can ask that question right now, actually. Let me ask it in this group chat I'm in with them. I will ask right now. All right, let's use this board. I glanced at your screen schedule and didn't see a note about the Lumen Key 60. You know what? I don't know now. I still have to ask if that's being shipped out or not. All right, I think this is gonna look sweet. Oddly enough, I kind of like this desk pad combo with this color. It's weird, but it kind of works. Again, the plate that seems to be recommended on the website and by James in the description that we read, and even by someone who's, I built a few keyboards. I think I have an idea. I think I would prefer the polycarb personally. We'll try the aluminum. I think we'll still get it sounds like we're still going to get a great sound signature out of this, but I do want to say that I do think the polycarb plate will be better. Or at least more to my taste than to what I normally build for. But so far, I got to admit, there's not much else I would do different about this board. I'm usually lately anyways, I've been very, very, very nitpicky about certain ideas for keyboards and just certain things. I think the only thing I'm sort of skeptical about is those little brackets on the inside and if they actually do something. But I gotta admit, there's just not a whole lot that I would change about this or even ask for. So this has been a very pleasant build experience so far. Maybe the cable and not using EasyMate. Maybe that's the only thing that's on my complaint list. But no, this is... Hell, even the hidden screws weren't that bad here. Can someone tell me... What's this? Okay, well, I'll read that one there in a second. Hey, Alex, have there been any new switches you've liked? Honestly, the only switch right now that I'm still going crazy for are Obscuras. Lately, though, I've been kind of really enjoying the MX2As from Cherry. I don't like their lube jobs on them, but the switch itself, when they're dry, they're fantastic. But I wouldn't say there's like a new hotness that I found for myself. I've been re-falling in love with Gateron Milky Yellows. Objectively, can someone tell me why so much hate towards Glorious? I got this on launch and don't have anything to compare it. Okay. I don't think there's anything truly to hate about Glorious, like the product itself. If you got it, you know, and you like it, okay? Because I think that's always going to be a very preference-based thing. There's some parts of the board where I can criticize as someone, you know, who builds a lot of boards. And I think even more so now, if I would revisit it, there'd be more that I can probably give insight to. So for sure, there's always going to be criticism there. I think it's mostly their attitudes and the way they present ideas and how outrageously priced some stuff is. So I think when you kind of factor that into the equation, it's a little tough to separate that sometimes, you know, from all that. It is a little tough to separate. Yeah, they had the Holy Panda drama. I mean, and it really just screams one big thing to me. When you have a lot of certain... oh my god, dude. What is going on? When you have a lot of certain things that happen, and you tend to have a poor, sour attitude about things, you know, it tends to reflect on your products too, you know? Well, yeah, and it does feel like a lot of their stuff, you know, they've gone back on their word on certain things. It does feel like sometimes everything's a cash grab. Which is fine. If you want to price your product at whatever price you want, and I've always said this, you can price your product whatever price you want. It doesn't mean anyone's going to buy it. I don't hate people for pricing products at whatever they want. They can go ahead. They can price it to their heart's content. However, I think it's very healthy to be aware that when your product doesn't sell, maybe that's a reflection of that. But it is what it is, I guess. I spilled water on my GMK Pro and I cannot buy a replacement PCB. I mean, yeah, those are objective problems too. Like, not being able to buy parts sucks. Function. Am I blind? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is so cute. I am very here for this. This is a good combo of things. Very, very pleasant combo of things here. Let me tune the spacebar just a smidge before I start typing on it. The colors work. This is very pretty. James did an excellent job with this. It's a good-looking keyboard. I don't know how much or who was involved in what here, but I have to say this is a really nice ano. And I think the subtle curves, especially on the lip over here, really kind of sell me on this ano as well. Like, it looks really good. Very, very happy with this. Ooh, the alphas already sound. Maybe we'll have to change up the spacebar for something else. Maybe a cherry switch isn't the move. It does sound already very top mount aluminum, but this is an aluminum plate, top mount it. We're using Emo Goo switches and then a cherry switch for the spacebar here. And GMK keycaps. Yeah, I'm not sold on the spacebar right away. I like the alphas. I do want to change up the spacebar. It's very preference-based. If you guys like the spacebar, you guys can like it. Yeah, I agree. It also sounds a bit flat. These are the linear Emo Goo switches. And you know what? I got to admit... Oh, I need to loop the backspace here, but... I like the Emo Goo switches a lot. Yeah, I'm going to try swapping in one of the Emo Goo switches. Maybe that'll help. We'll just swap this one here. And if not, maybe we have to use, for aluminum top mount anyways, maybe we have to use something a smidge different here. I mean, it still kind of has that nice pop to it, but it still feels a bit flat. It's aluminum top mount. I will say it sounds like aluminum top mount, and I would have probably very much preferred having, a polycarbonate plate. But let me try some different switches. It does have a bit of a thuddy, like it's almost muddy sounding as well. But let's try. Let's try an Obscura here, actually, before we get up and grab stuff. Yeah, maybe we need something a bit brighter with a bit more depth to it. We'll try this. I should have him somewhere, Alpha. I would, to be honest, I do feel like it still has that same sound profile on the aluminum. It's weird because the alphas do sound really good. And I'm wondering, maybe there's just a lot of space underneath the space bar. So you know what we could try doing too? I mean, could it possibly? No, I don't think that's causing any resonance there. I wonder if there's any sort of resonance that's happening even with this. Let's try popping with this. Sounds like dead for top mount. It does have an oddly... I mean, we just tried a cherry switch. It does have an oddly flat sound signature for the aluminum plate. What else can we try here? I mean, I can try another Nixie if we really want, but I don't think it'll sound any different there. We can try a cap switch. I do want to maybe add a smidge of polyfill to this. Here, let's try a cap switch. I'm not sold on that. Slightly better, yeah. Let me open this up for a quick second. I want to explore one thing before we go a little further here. Let's explore something here. Has anyone tried ceramic caps? I would... dude, I'm not trying to scare you away from them, but I personally would stay away from those things. I've heard way too many bad stories about those. No, these are not long pull stabs. They're just the Gatoron ones. Regular schmegular Gatoron stabs. I don't even think Gatoron makes long pull. An HMX switch? I think an HMX switch might be a good idea, but let me try one thing here first. Where's my screwdriver? Where'd I stick you? Oh. Just got my dominoes, but at the cost of a sound test. You know what? We're gonna redo the sound test here in a second anyways. You enjoy your dominoes. You enjoy that, my friend. Okay, so here's what I'm finding, right? Like, look how good the alphas sound here. So that's outside of the bottom. So there's obviously something happening to this particular case that's making it resonant. Lack of room under the spacebar versus alphas when in the case. Well, it could also be a spacing thing. Perhaps some polyfill. Perhaps it's even this particular bar over here. Because this is the same height as everything else, but it's not getting the force break. So, if you guys don't mind, we're going to do some experimenting. Is that okay? Already broke it? This guy? I didn't break nothing. Wasn't me, man. Additional force break. Maybe it just needs one more force break. Who knows? Maybe that's all this takes. I mean, it could just be reverbing off this one thing.
More time, let us go.
Well, okay, hold on a sec. Let's just put this back in. So, I do think we have to add some polyfill. Sounds the same? Yeah. So maybe it isn't this. We'll leave that on for now. So it could be that this is aluminum here, I think. I'm pretty positive this piece is aluminum. It could be that this aluminum and this aluminum, because this isn't super heavy, is causing a lot of sound reflection and just echoing. Again, I really think the polycarbonate plate will make a huge difference here. Kind of get some of the aluminum, get some different material kind of mixed into the shit here. But let's actually try polyfill. I just made a huge mess, but it's okay. I'll clean it up after stream. I love when you cook, Alex. Plus, it could be definitely someone who buys the board later and sees the mods that you've done. Yeah, I mean, ideally, we wouldn't have to do this, and maybe that they include something that could, help with the sound. I feel like this piece should be brass, or just something more dense. Maybe one more piece here. Oh yeah, I love it, Lowly. It's great. You know what? Let's just plug this thing in. The cable's easy enough to plug in. Okay, let's screw it back together here. Now this is top mount, so we're not really sacrificing any sort of, what's it called, flex here. Because we are using the aluminum plate. Usually with polyfill, the small trade-off is you might sacrifice some flexibility or softness, but I feel like we're not sacrificing that here. I'm still getting more metally notes. I wonder why that is. Try HMX. I don't think it's a switch issue at this point. Still sounds off. I agree. I am feeling like there's a smidge of a metal note here. Maybe we do have to use some bottom foam, but we didn't get any. I don't know if this comes with any foam either. I could go get some different foam. I'm gonna experiment with one or two more things here if you guys don't mind. The extra metal piece. Well, I don't think so. I really don't think it's the extra metal piece. I can watch experiments all night. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, am I missing a screw? Did I lose one here? Where'd it go? I am wondering though, maybe... I feel like top mount usually sounds a certain way. This doesn't... It sounds like out of the case, but... Hold on, I want to do something here. You know what? I actually sort of have a weird... Okay, I will tell... If this works, I'll tell you guys what my feeling was. Okay, not the best of adhesive jobs here, but whatever. The last acre up left... What happened? The last screw? This one here is from the inside. I unscrewed that one there on purpose. We could try to isolate it, but I don't think that's the problem. The background music's such a bop. Thank you. Does this need to have... No, so let's just do it like this. Wait, so 1, 2, 3. Where's my last screw here? Did I lose it? The fuck? What happened to my screw? Is this a playlist? It is just Lo-Fi Girl. That is all. No playlist. Okay, I have a feeling. I knew... Okay, the moment I put my hand against it, I feel like I felt it, and I'm like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. No, this sounds way better. The pour-on pads... Here, let's open this up one more time to show you guys. These pour-on pads are compressing way too much. I don't have a great way to show you guys, but see how deep they can go in? And they're not actually providing any relief of force breaking the parts. They're just compressing all the way down and then allowing the metal to still touch the metal on top. So what should happen is these pour-on pads, it looks like they're actually put in a groove. Here, I'll kind of... What the fuck? How did I mute myself? Alex broke his stream? Okay, I'll start over. What I would recommend to James and to Canyon Keys is, see how the pour-on pad is in a groove over here? Do you guys see that? See how it slots in? So what's happening is this is getting pushed all the way in when you close the case, making this pour-on pad, this separator, non-effective. My recommendation would be to remove the groove, so don't even CNC it, and just lay a thin pour-on pad or some sort of mod like this on top. Therefore, actually breaking the contact of the metal to metal. Because right now it's not actually breaking any contact. When we put the thicker stab piece over here, we're slightly, just ever so slightly raising the top piece. And properly force breaking it. So these are thoughtful. Like, this is a very thoughtful piece to put in. You know, it does look nicer on paper when we have something that's slotted in, like grooved in like that. But due to how soft these are, again, these are very soft, it's actually compressing way too much. So let's put one or two more of these stab pads down just on the sides over here, and then really give this board a fair shot. I think this is a rather easy fix. Incredibly easy fix. But it's good that I saw this. It's good I didn't just write this off and been like, it sucks. Maybe cut out the... Yeah, I mean, maybe just don't even make a cutout. You know what I mean, Latrish? And then just allow people to kind of put their own adhesives wherever the hell they want. I think that would be also very, very viable. Maybe a wider cutout could work too. Maybe something... This sounds way different already. Wait, what happened to all the screws? Why am I losing them? Oh, one's still in there. Where's my fourth screw? Oh my gosh. It's not that one. The one over there. You ate them all? I guess I did, huh? Got lost in the sauce? Yeah, maybe. Did it drop? Alex, how does this keyboard taste? You know, pretty good. I need to better lube this backspace here. All right. Let's get this zoomed out a smidge. Move this over. Move this over. Ah, screw it. Do you get a keyboard cake for your birthday? I think I hear the screw in here. That's okay. I'll grab it afterwards. Let me just tune this one stab. I mean, that would be really cool if I did. I have never, though. Much better. Well, I'm really happy that we saw that. That makes me extremely happy that we got a good call out here for this. Because this drastically changes the sound of the keyboard, guys. Like having the proper force break on this. That is so different. It's really nice. We can put the Nixie back in too now. W product tester. Thanks, man. So much better. Yeah, this sounds really nice now. Spacebar's a lot more slap to it now. I also didn't screw in this one on the spacebar. All this to put the Nixie in. Believe it or not, I like this one here more. I like the cap switch. The cap switch had a little bit more of a bassiness to it. I kind of like the cap a bit more. No, okay, that's really good that we found that out. I mean, the keyboard does sound nice. It's very pleasant. Now it feels, well, not so much feels, it sounds like a top mount aluminum. It sounds really good for a top mount aluminum. Normally I'm not really into top mount alu. I would still probably prefer this with a PC plate. But you know what? I have no Mercury switches, unfortunately. It sounds way more uniform now. Even the alphas have a bit more life. And you know what's funny? I didn't mind the alphas before. Okay. No, this sounds way better. I like this a lot more now. Cool. Sounds alive now? Yeah. Comfy to type on too. The cherry lip makes a world of difference here. All right, very, very awesome. Wild how different it is, honestly. It's good you fixed it for them. Yeah, I mean, I'm positive this is a very simple, easy fix for this. Very, very simple, easy fix. Oh, and Upa said Q2 2025 for when this would be shipping. No, I actually really like this now. Front height is 19 mil. What set is this? 2Z. GMK 2Z. Alright, well. I laugh every time you say Alu. It's word for potato in Hindi? Oh my god, dude. You know what? We can still call it Alu. Can you please ask Cannon Keys to rerun the GAT-X switches? I can ask. I don't know if they'll listen. Potato plate? We got the potato plate. Alright, well. Very pretty looking keyboard. So nice.
Mr. Alex.
If it wants to focus. It just sees my face and it's all it wants to focus on. Very, very pretty. Love the back weight on this. Love that. Super gorgeous. Very happy we got this fixed because this sounds a lot better now. I am super happy with the way this sounds now. Fuck, I need to order more Gator cap switches. Putting this in the spacebar now just really made me really happy. Yeah, I think overall the board has a lot going for it. Obviously, we need to see that fix done because I don't think these pour-on pads, the way they are now, are cutting it. Clearly, it's causing some sort of... They're just not doing their jobs. So, obviously, something there needs to be fixed. Past that, there's not much else I would change about this. This is pretty damn good otherwise. Really just that force brake that needs to be fixed. The integrated force brake doesn't actually work. GMK 2Z. God, this is still... This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Like this alone, like I already said, this alone's selling me on this board. So pretty. Yeah, it has two SPAs too, which is a nice touch. You don't see this very often. I love when people do this. It is such a nice touch. But yeah, that's the stream. If you guys were interested in it, it's from Cannon Keys, designed by James from AKB. Your wow sound like the bot? Wow. First time watching a full build of yours live, enjoyed seeing the process. Hey, today was actually a really good day to watch. I feel like we don't normally get to do some of this kind of like problem solving. Sometimes it's just like stuff that cannot be fixed live on stream. But today was a fun one to watch. There's a brass accent version, Crispy. I kind of want this colorway, but the brass insert. Like having brass as the bottom accents. I think they sell the brass inserts separately, from what I understand. But yeah, that's the stream, guys. I'm gonna call it a night right now. I'm gonna go prep some other work I need to get done and gonna head to bed. You're the best, Alex. Thanks for the build. I watch your YouTube channel from lunch break all the time. All love from Chicago. Thank you, Benji. Appreciate that, bro. All right, let's go find someone to raid. I don't know if anyone's streaming though. We could go raid Smiling down. He's building a computer. Here, we'll go raid Smiling. Alright guys, enjoy. Smiling used to build keyboards, and then he stopped. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks, Cannon Keys, for sending this out. Gorgeous board. Honestly, 325. I'm pretty happy with this. One little thing needs to be fixed, being those force brake things, and very, very nice. Have a good one, guys. See you later, and bye-bye.